and discusses the matters that affect people in their daily lives.
Morena, Wairarapa. Welcome to Move, Mingle and Play for Thursday the 10th of June. So we're getting into the winter months. Another beautiful morning this morning in the Wairarapa. Clear skies, colourful horizons, stillness in the air. It's just a nice winter's day. There have been a few rough ones here and there, as we know, but today's not going to be one of them. So I have a show for you today that's going to focus a little bit more on music, because I don't have a guest today. I do have some things to report to you and some events coming up to tell you about. Unfortunately, I have nothing from the North Wairarapa. Nothing from Paeatua, Woodville, Dannevirke to report to you today. I hope to catch up with that next week. Often I get an email through from Michael's office from someone in the Tararua District Information Centre manager, I think, with a nice list of things, but not today. Today I thought we would start with one of my favourite singer-songwriters who also puts a really good band together. His name is Jason Isbell. He comes from Texas. He used to be the lead singer in a band called the Drive-By Truckers, and he left that band to form his own band, which was called the 400 Unit, which he named after the local psychiatric ward in the town that he lived in, because he had a huge sympathy for mental health patients. He might have even had a spell in the unit himself, and certainly some of his band members did. So here's Jason Isbell and the 400 Unit singing Cover Me Up.
Keeps a hand on the gun, you can't trust anyone. I was so sure what I needed was more. Tried to shoot out the sun. Days when we raged, we flew off to pay. Such damage was done. Made it through, 'cause somebody knew I was meant for someone. So girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room till someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. Chop wood, cover me up, and know you're enough to use me for good. Put your faith to the test when I tore off your dress in Richmond on high. But I sobered up, I swore off that stuff forever this time. And the old lovers sing, I thought it'd be me who helped him get home. Dream, one I'd never seen till you came along. So girl, hang your dress up to dry. We ain't leaving this room cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. Cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. Cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good.
Jason Isbell with his band of musicians, the 400 unit, playing a live concert in Austin, Texas. And how about that to start the day? You can see why I love live music and joining in with others to play in a band. It's a wonderful thing to be able to do. And any of you young folk there who are starting to learn instruments, keep at it, because there's a whole world of creative enjoyment and good relationships, good friendships develop in those environments, and you can create beautiful music. It's not actually that difficult. It's really about stopping doing too much. You might have realised Jason and his band, that was a beautifully clean sound, and everybody was giving space for everybody else. The lead instrument stood out. Wasn't that violin player quite special? Anyway, we're going to rave on a bit about music today because I haven't got a lot of events to tell you. I mean, I can always go on reading out from the events page in the midweek, which is a great source of information about what's happening. In fact, let's start off with Thursday, Friday and Saturday of this week. And this is referring to things that are happening really Masterton and south of here, Carterton, Greytown, Featherston, and the odd event in Martinborough. So today, this morning, there is the Thursday morning bikers getting together. And this is rather typical of some of the announcements. It doesn't actually say where to meet. So I'm not sure if this is in Masterton or Carterton, although the Carterton one has a different name. This is probably Masterton. So Thursday morning bikers, discover town and country, pathways safely by bicycle, short rides for everyone. And Liz Mickelson is organising that. There is a phone number, 06216 2187, and you call her after 5 o'clock. So you won't be able to find out from her today whereabouts they're meeting this morning. Anyway, good luck. I think that'll be a nice group to join in with, and hopefully they give us a bit more information next week. There's a Parkinson's exercise class at 1:30 at the Masonic Village Hall, 35 Edith Street. That's today, and you contact Jane Flowerday. In fact, the Parkinson's group do a lot of things, and you don't necessarily have to have Parkinson's. You can be supporting someone with Parkinson's, or be old and have difficulty with your balance and perhaps have a bit of a tremor that might not have been diagnosed yet. But head on down to the Parkinson's exercise class if you want to be with a wonderfully supportive group that'll help you get your body moving. And we all know how good that is for you. The Ruamahanga Club meets today at the Wairarapa Services Club to play cards. 500 it is, from 1 to 4 o'clock this afternoon at the Wairarapa Services Club on Essex Street. So if you like playing 500 and you like meeting new people, and perhaps some of your friends are already going to play 500 at the Ruamahanga Club, head on down this afternoon at 1 o'clock to the Wairarapa Services Club. Now, Age Concern are always very active, and I had Anthony and Mary in last week telling us about the Elders Abuse Week that's coming up. It's really the prevention or the awareness of elders abuse. Starts on the 15th. So they have classes. There's a falls prevention class at 9:30 today at the Senior Citizens Hall, Cole Street, Masterton. And then there's another class for men at 10:30 at the same place. And their program, I'll talk to you a little bit more later on about the program for the elders, prevention of abuse for elders that starts on the 15th. There's a social learners bridge meeting at 1 to 3:30 at the Featherston Community Centre. So if you want to learn bridge and be a bit social, and bridge always is social, although it's fairly concentrated and you've got to learn how to communicate in the bridge world, to play bridge that is, but that's a meeting, an opportunity to go further with your game and your skills. 1 to 3:30 at the Featherston Community Centre this afternoon, and you call Barbara on 06 304 9208. Also today, starting at 9 o'clock this morning, at the Masterton Aerodrome is the Wairarapa Model Aero Club. So fancy that, meeting on a Thursday morning, 9 o'clock. Those of you who love model aeroplanes and have got the time, got the freedom, head on down and you'll have a lot of fun. And it's a beautiful day for flying planes today, even if they are little ones. But there won't be much turbulence up there. It's going to be a very still, clear sky today. Moving on to Friday, there are exhibitions at Aratoi, which are well worth following and taking in. At the moment, Helene Carroll's Imperfect Offerings is showing, and that's on until the 13th of June, which is Sunday. And then there are a series of photographs titled Park Up by Catherine Russ, and that show goes until the 20th of June. Both well worth taking in. Paintings by Helene Carroll and photographs by Catherine Russ at Aratoi. The Senior Net Wairarapa offer training and help with use of computers and cell phones. That's at the Departmental Building, 33 Chapel Street, from 1 to 2:30 on Friday. So we're up to Friday now. This is Friday afternoon, 1 to 2:30 at the Departmental Building, 33 Chapel Street. And if you want to find out more about what you can learn about your computer and your cell phone, call John on 027 383 5654. There is a free community fit club in Carterton that meets on Friday. In fact, it meets twice. It meets at 6 o'clock in the morning for you early birds, and then at 11 o'clock in the morning. Carrington Park, Carterton, all ages, all fitness levels. The free community fit club, and you call Di on 027 498 7261. That number again, 027 498 7261. And the Carterton Craft Market is on from Monday to Saturday, so they're highlighting it for Friday, but it's actually on 6 days of the week. The only day it's not on is Sunday, from 9 till 4. Oh, and it's also on Sunday from 10 till 3. So 7 days a week, 25 High Street, North Carterton. If you want to find out more about the craft market, or perhaps take some of your crafts down to show or sell, then you would call Desley on 027 787 8558. Desley 027 787 8558 for the Carterton Craft Market. On Saturday, the Wairarapa Embroiders Guild meet at the Ranfurly Club Rooms, Chapel Street, Masterton. Wairarapa Embroiderers Guild, Ranfurly Club Rooms, Chapel Street, Masterton. It doesn't say what time. Perhaps they're there all day Saturday. But you call Billy Sims on 378 2949 or Jenny on 377 0859. And then we have Sunday. The Wairarapa Model Aero Club back at the Masterton Aerodrome. I'm quite keen to mention the Model Aero Club because I haven't mentioned them much in the past. They've kind of snuck under the radar. But they also get together on Sunday from 9 until noon at the Masterton Aerodrome. And you just turn up and you can have a plane, or you can go there just to see them fly, or you can go there to be inspired to make your own plane. And then you've got to learn to fly them. So Model Aero Club, a lot of fun at the Masterton Aerodrome. We're going on to some music because we've got to Monday. And I'm going to play for you a Jimmy McCarthy song. This is titled No Frontiers, and it's sung by Mary Black.
If life is a river, your heart is a boat, and just like a water baby born to float. And if life is a wild wind that blows way on high, and your heart is Amelia dying to fly, heaven knows no frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes. And if life is a barroom in which we must wait round the man with his fingers on the ivory gates, where we sing until dawn fears and our fates, and we stack all the dead men in sulphur-dressed crates. In your eyes faint as the singing of a lark, that somehow this black night feels warmer for the spark, warmer for the spark, to hold us till the day when fear will lose its grip and heaven has its way. Heaven knows no frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes. thirst and your hunger for justice and right, then your heart is the pure flame of man's constant night. In your eyes, faint as the singing of a lark, that somehow this black night feels warmer for the spark, warmer for the spark, to hold us till the day when fear will lose its grip and heaven has its way, and heaven has its way, when all will harmonize and know it's in our hearts, the dream will realize. Heaven knows no frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes. Heaven knows no frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes.
Mary Black with No Frontiers, written by Jimmy McCarthy. A beautiful Irish ballad, one of my favourites. So, information. What's going on in the Wairarapa? Well, Friday the 11th of June, which is actually next... No, it's not, it's tomorrow. Warren Warbrick is doing a Taonga Puoro demonstration at Aratoi, the Art and History Museum in Masterton, Bruce Street, Masterton. Warren is a member of Peak Maori Musical Instrument Research Group, Hau Manau, and it's been meeting since the mid-1990s, working on rediscovering Maori musical instruments, doing research on how they were used, the place they had in Maori culture. And Warren is a renowned maker of Ngā Taonga Puoro and one of approximately 100 living Maori artists of all art forms entitled to use the Toi Iho trademark. So this Taonga Puoro demonstration is free of charge, but you're encouraged to make a booking, and that's at Aratoi, the Wairarapa Museum of Art and History in Masterton. There will be further sessions coming up, Saturday the 7th of July and on Friday the 30th of July. So if you can't get there tomorrow, and the demonstration is from 10 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon, and I would warmly recommend that you go and take that in. You might be in for a very pleasant surprise when you hear the quality of the sounds these instruments can make. The Wairarapa Heart Help Group meets at the Wairarapa Community Centre at 41 Perry Street in Masterton. They are meeting on Wednesday the 16th of June, 1:30 to 2:30. I think this is a weekly get-together, and the program is designed for people who have heart disease, including atrial fibrillation. And if you are keen for more information and support the people at the community centre from the Wairarapa Heart Help Group, would love you to join in with them. It actually meets monthly, so it says here, to share stories and information with each other and occasionally host guests to facilitate discussion on a particular topic as chosen by the group. So lots of boxes ticked if you get involved with the Wairarapa Heart Help Group. And now another Maori program at Aratoi. This is the Waiata Te Reo Māori in Action, and that's on Thursday the 17th of June, and then each Thursday after that for 4 weeks So 5 weeks from next Thursday, the 17th of June. It's an 8-week course, so in fact there'll be 8 weeks, obviously. It's a program hosted by REAP Wairarapa, led by tutor Shari Taylor. And the question is, have you always wanted to learn Māori waiata? And I'd have to say yes, and I don't remember them. The ones I learn I very quickly forget because I don't sing them often enough. But to learn a waiata and then to have it as your own, which you can join in singing with a group when they burst into song and be confident, is a great experience. So here's an awesome opportunity to stretch your vocal cords, learn a variety of Wairarapa and traditional waiata, and improve your Te Reo Māori pronunciation along the way. All welcome, nā mai, haere mai. Please note, originally advertised as starting on Monday the 14th of June, now it's moved to Thursday evenings, starting on Thursday the 17th of June. By the end of this course, participants will have a basic understanding of Te Reo Māori, gained the confidence to sing along to local waiata, an understanding of the meaning behind each waiata, and increase their ability to pronounce Te Reo Māori words correctly. And I've got a wee way to go on that one too. So that's Thursday next week, and sadly I won't be able to go. Michael will be doing the Thursday show next week because I'm away in Hawke's Bay that day, but I'll be back the following week. So we're going to cut to some more music, and this time I've got Drew Halcombe and his dear wife Ellie singing a song, You and Me. This is Drew Halcombe in concert.
We were standing on the corner, said let's go to Barcelona. You and me, you and me, you and me. We'll put our differences behind us, escape all this chaos. You and me, you and me, you and me.
Days have gotten long. Home feels like a stranger, but you, my dear, you're my finest hour.
Let's go dance with the ghosts in the cathedral. Let's go sing by the silvery sea. Raise our glass to the heroes and the poets. You're a diamond in the flame, a diamond to me. Oh, I don't believe the propaganda that despair is the agenda. You and me, you and me, you and me. We're tired, but we're trying to build a silver lining. You and me, you and me, you and me.
Nights have gotten long. There's trouble in the water, but we are not alone. We'll shout it from the tower.
Let's go dance with the ghosts in the cathedral.
Halcombe and his lovely wife Ellie singing one of their songs, You and Me, and the band he plays with is called The Neighbours. And I'm going to play another one of their songs later on if we have time. They're a new favourite of mine. What's happening in the Wairarapa? MMP has all the information that you need. So just get out there, folks. Move, mingle, and play. So on Monday next week, the 14th of June, we have the Featherston Music Club meeting with our friend Sean O'Brien calling the shots there. If you want to find out where this is, it looks like it's at the Featherston Community Centre. But what's the deal, Sean? It starts at 7 o'clock, goes till 9 o'clock, and Sean's phone number is 027 672 6249. I think it's a place to go and play songs, meet other people, get a bit of confidence to play songs to an audience, maybe get inspired, learn a few songs, and meet some like-minded people in Featherston. Watercolour for Beginners, class at the Masterton Art Club in Victoria Street. That's on Monday from 10 until noon. And watercolours have got to be a wonderful place to start learning to paint or draw or create in colour. So if you don't know about the Masterton Art Club in Victoria Street, go and knock on the door sometime before 10 o'clock on Monday, or call Elisa Smith on 027 470 6528. I'm sure they'll be very welcoming to you. So I'm reading from the Midweek, our wonderful free newspaper in the Wairarapa, put together by the folks at the Wairarapa Times Age. Thank you very much. Also on Monday, we have the Play Gym at St. James Church Hall, 116 High Street, Masterton. It's from 9:30 till 11 for 0 to 3-year-olds. So mums, you've dropped your older kids off at school, or perhaps you've still only got ones under school age, head on down to the Play Gym at the St. James Church Hall, 116 High Street, Masterton, from 9:30 till 11. It looks like there's an age limit of 3, but there's not a lower age limit. The Free Community Fit Club meets at the Carrington Park Hall in Carterton. Actually, it's not a hall, it's just Carrington Park. All ages, all fitness levels, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then again at 11. I think I might have mentioned this earlier on. So this one meets twice a week. The other time it meets is on Friday. So it meets Friday and Monday. Possibly it meets other days as well, but they haven't put a notice in about that. But that's a free community fit club, and I'm sure there's lots of encouragement there and interesting exercises that stretch your bod, help you feel good and be able to do more. Fitness is all about maintaining and improving what you can do physically and enjoying it. It doesn't take much to keep fit, actually. Once you get a certain level of fitness, it's reasonably easy to maintain, but you'll lose it sure as hell if you sit for a long time in front of a computer or just sit even watching TV for hours and don't move. So moving is the solution to getting sore, stiff, weak joints and not having much fun in life. On Tuesday, we have the Wairarapa Spinners and Weavers meeting at 7 o'clock at the Woolshed in Dixon Street, Masterton. And Trish organises that get-together. It's an evening spinning and weaving session. Trish's phone number 378 8775 or Josie on 378 6531. And they currently have a pop-up shop in Queen Street next to Headley's, which I think runs through until tomorrow or Saturday. It's been going for 3 weeks. And there's a wonderful display there of spun yarn, knitwear, and woven garments. And there are people who are skilled at doing these things who are on show there, demonstrating their skills and very keen to chat. So head on down to the pop-up Spinners and Weavers shop on Queen Street next to Headley's. That's until Saturday, possibly Sunday. I don't think they're open Sunday, though. So, shall we go on to another song while we're at it? We've got time. Last week, I played a track off Fane Floor's album titled The Underwater Melon Man, and it's also called The Bend. And he's just put out a new album which is called Bend. And the story is that they were playing a show somewhere in the South Island, and one of the people who was there dancing away and getting carried away with their music came up and said to them, "Oh, you guys are a great band." And they called themselves Bend after that. So this is the Underwater Melon Man, composed by Fane Floors and his friends, and I'd like to play you a track called Melancholy Baby. And it's melon as in melon, as in watermelon, and collie as in cauliflower, baby. And the singer is Tim Finn. The backup vocals are Tony Backhouse and Jenny Morris. And Sian Floors and Fane are also doing backup vocals. Peter Dasent's on piano. So here is Melancholy Baby.
Mr. Wally Watermelon and Miss Ollie Cauliflower took shelter in the tool shed from a sudden summer shower.
Oh, Wally!
Holly!
Oh, Wally!
Holly!
Oh, Wally!
They tasted love's sweet blessing, neath the barrel dry and shady, and scandalized the garden with their melancholy baby.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Well, I'm not sure. It's pretty hard to tell with a young vegetable.
Well, what are we going to call it?
My father's name was Cyril.
That'll be nice if it's a girl, won't it, silly?
Well, Cyrilina. It's the girl.
That's quite unusual. I quite like
I
it.
quite like that too.
I think that might be the end of it. Fancy that. A short track. Melancholy Baby off Fane Floor's album Underwater Melon Man. The album's a bit like that. There's a wonderful collection of musicians and singers who contribute to the album. The core group is probably Tony Backhouse and Peter Dasent. The Finn brothers turn up, Jenny Morris obviously. Fane took quite a while to put this all together, and there is a video that goes with it. If you get a chance to have a look at that, it's pretty entertaining stuff. A little bit more information for you folks. Finishing off the week next week. We had got to Tuesday before I was rudely interrupted by Melancholy Baby. Social Bridge on Tuesday the 15th. I'm mentioning Bridge because it's a wonderful game. And if you don't know about it and don't know that it's quite easy to access, and you don't have to be able to play to start, you just have to be keen to learn. And it's a lot of fun. So the South Wairarapa Working Men's Club in Greytown have a Social Bridge session from 1:30 to 3:30 on Tuesdays. And you don't need a partner. You'll be partnered up with someone. Leslie organises that, 021 299 6389. More about fitness. This is the dance fitness group at Fareham House Hall in Featherston, which Justine runs. It's from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday, and I think it's every Tuesday. And you call Justine to find out more about that on 0204 105 2830. She also does a dance fitness class on Wednesday at the same place. And this one is for preschoolers and parents or caregivers in the morning on Wednesday, 9:30 till 11. There's music and movement and art at Fareham House Hall, Featherston. Again, Justine, 0204 105 2830. So that's Tuesday and Wednesday dance fitness in Featherston. Moving right along. Going back to Tuesday, the Wahine Singers get together on Tuesday evening from 7 till 8:30 at the Featherston Community Centre. Call Susan 021 246 4884. If you want to join in with the Featherston Wahine Singers. It kind of suggests that it's for women. I don't know that it's only for Maori women, but I imagine there are some Maori songs that are sung by the group. So Susan will tell you all about that if you give her a ring. Again, her phone number 021 246 4884. The Clearville Badminton Club meets on Tuesday at the main stadium at Clearville, 7:30 to 9 p.m. Call Steve 027 333 3975. That's for the Clearville Badminton Club. Another fitness club. This one's in Carterton, and I've made a note that this is the third get-together of the Free Community Fit Club. So there's one on Monday, there's one on Tuesday, and there's one on Friday. So they're really keen, the Free Community Fit Club. This one on Tuesday is for all ages, and that's at 11 o'clock. So the 6 a.m. one in the morning is only on Friday. The other two are 11 o'clock. Oh no, the one on Monday is also 6 o'clock. So Fridays and Mondays you can get together at 6 or at 11, and on Tuesdays you get together just at 11 o'clock. All ages, all fitness levels. Call Di 027 498 7261. And then there's the Whoopsie-Daisies Leisure Marching Team, which practices on Tuesdays from 4 to 5 p.m. at the Trust House Rec Centre Stadium. You call Cheryl 06 370 1922 or her cell phone 027 697 6974. Cheryl for the Whoopsie-Daisy Leisure Marching Team, practicing at 4 to 5 on Tuesdays. Wednesday, all sorts of things happening Wednesday next week. The Parkinson Singing Group gets together at 10:30 at the South Wairarapa Working Men's Club in Greytown. It's 10:30 for the Parkinson Singing Group at the South Wairarapa Working Men's Club in Greytown. The Featherston Amateur Wrestling Club meets during the school term. Classes are weight and skill dependent. Beginners from the age of 5. Imagine that, a 5-year-old going to learn to wrestle. That sounds like setting up the family for fun and games, and a bit of a division of who's the boss in the family. Might be some competition. Anyway, 5 to 9-year-olds get together at 5:30 to 6:15, and the 10s and older, including adults, meet at 6:15 to 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday at the Featherston Amateur Wrestling Club. It doesn't say where to meet, but those of you who are in the know will know where to go. If you don't know where to go, I haven't even got a phone number here for you to ring. But there'll be a local gym that will be able to tell you. It could even be at the community centre, but check it out if you're keen to go. Just got a couple more of announcements for you. Heart of Arts Wairarapa, a community gallery showing work from Wairarapa artists. It's open Wednesday to Sunday from 11 till 3 at 47 High Street North in Carterton. And then there's the good old, my favourite, Silver Ukulele Club. And I say old because I think it is mostly older people who go. And it's on a Wednesday afternoon, 1 to 3 o'clock at the Featherston Community Centre. And Jan will look after you there. She'll tell you about it if you ring her, 06 308 8556, or you can just turn up at 1 o'clock, Featherston Community Centre. Don't forget your ukulele. And finally, from this list, we've got the Soulway Cooking and Crafts. That's Soulway as in Soulway. And that meets in High Street, Masterton. It might be at the Soulway Church. I think it is, because it mentions here that you can call Nikki Smith at the church office. Her number is 370-1604 to learn about cooking and crafts. Soulway Church, I'm sure that's a wonderfully happy get-together, and you probably eat quite well at the end of it. Thanks, Michael, for the coffee. Just what I needed. Now, we do have kind of a one-off event, although there are a series of events that are organised by the Wairarapa branch of the Institute of International Affairs. And they meet at the Copthorne. I think it's once a month. And on the 16th of June, Wednesday, they have a guest speaker whose name is Eric Juno. And he's coming to talk about the prospects for peace in Yemen. Now, Yemen is a country in the Middle East where there's been a war, a very vicious war, and lots of collateral damage, lots of the general population being injured, displaced, and killed, including children and women. And it's a terrible situation. And Eric obviously is well informed about this, and he's coming to talk to us in Masterton about that on Wednesday next week. There's a $5 door charge. It's at the Copthorne Hotel and Resort on High Street. There's tea and coffee from 7:30, and I think he starts his talk at 8 o'clock. So if you're interested in some international affairs and perhaps want to find out some shocking truth about man's inhumanity to man, you can go and listen to Eric's talk next Wednesday. So I'm just going to find another track for you guys to listen to. I'm just going to go to track 2 on the Jimmy McCarthy CD that I brought in, because I love this music. I'll tell you what the track is. It's Ancient Rain.
And every clock an hour put on. Last night we danced and merry made. Under the full moon madness played. An older witch danced with me. Later he sat on my knee. A fiddler flashed his fiddler's grip to hell and back from lock to chin. The witch was clean pushed off my knee by one born one day after me. lock and key. He left me in the morning. I slept on till 1 o'clock. My head felt like a concrete block. I drank some whiskey and I drank it hot on the first day of winter. Ancient rain pouring down, wild my bones to the ground. Ancient rain pouring down, wild my bones to the ground. The demons taunt in pagan times, the past and present, now in rhyme. Two hands that squeeze my life away on this the holy All Saints' Day. Ancient rain pouring down, wipe my bones to the ground. Ancient rain pouring down, wipe my bones to the ground.
Mary Coughlin with Ancient Rain, one of Jimmy McCarthy's songs. I did mention earlier on that I would tell you about Elder Abuse Week at the end of the show, and so that's what we're into now. It starts on the 15th of June. Each year, World Elder Abuse Awareness Day is acknowledged. Actually, it's a day. I thought it was a week, but I think they are doing it as a whole week, but particularly the 15th is World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. It's acknowledged in many countries through activities that bring attention to the issues of abuse, neglect, and exploitation of older people. Campaigns promoting better understanding of the harmful effects of elder abuse and neglect in every society. In 2006, the United Nations General Assembly designated June the 15th as World Elder Abuse Awareness Day to represent the one day in the year when the whole world voices its opposition to the abuse and suffering inflicted to some of our older generation. The public discussion that's been created since then has led to the UN recognition that elder abuse is a public health and a human rights issue. So what's happening next week is Susan she's from Age Concern. Her and Anthony were in the studio last week telling us about their work with Age Concern and their focus on elderly care. So Tuesday and Thursday next week, Susan will be at the library from 2 till 4 p.m. So you can pop in and have a talk with her, and she'll be showing some of the literature that goes with this subject, and she's pretty well informed about what's going on in the Wairarapa and the services that are available for older people. And Anthony will be at the Martinborough Library on Wednesday from 10:30 at the Waihinga Centre. There's a Carterton coffee morning also on Wednesday at the Carterton Club, 335 Broadway Street, Carterton. So Wednesday, Anthony's in Martinborough at 10:30, and presumably Susan will be at the Carterton coffee morning. And then on Friday, as I suggested last week, those of us in Masterton who want to get together can meet at Coco in the park. It's Queen Elizabeth Park, from midday to 1 o'clock. In fact, we'll probably come in about 11:30, but we'll be there till about 1, Friday next week. And that leads me into what's happening on Friday night next week at Coco, which is the Friday Night Live show, which is organised by my musical friends in the Graphia Band. And we're hosting a number of musicians there, putting on a 3-hour show from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock. So we've got Eddie Kratiana's band, Band 2, coming to play. The King Street Artworks Choir will be putting on a bit of a show. Stefan Brown with Gail O'Callaghan and Dave Dewsnap are going to be playing quite a longer set with some of Stefan's original songs. And then Graphia will be playing with Kevin Bannister on lead guitar and Eddie Kratiana on percussion. So look out for that next Friday. It's a pay what you want, say what is the funding process. So we would like you to pay something, but you can decide what the show is worth. And you don't have to pay when you come in. You can pay when you leave. And, of course, Priscilla puts on a wonderful menu there, and the service is pretty good. They're keen, at least, even if they are a bit forgetful. So look out for Friday Night Live at Coco next Friday. We're going to go out with the song Shining Like Lightning, which I promised you, from Drew Halcombe's band, The Neighbours.
The neat thing is you have people that come to Nashville with all of this kind of different life experience and different kind of geography in their blood. And yet music is like the common denominator. So you have these interactions that are...
I'm afraid we're out of time, folks. So this is Rob Maunsell from Move, Mingle and Play, signing off for this week. Have a lovely week and weekend, and we'll catch you next week.
And you realize,
bye-bye
looking back on the conversations years later and even days later,